Now let's get you caught up on the latest coronavirus numbers here in Indiana. More than 5,000 Hoosiers learned that they've tested positive for COVID-19. Just yesterday, the state health department reported 5,563 new cases and 40 more deaths. That brings the total number of cases in Indiana to over 488,000. More than 7,400 people have died. The CDC moratorium on evictions is set to expire at the end of the year. Sunrise reporter Sarah Jones is live in Indianapolis. And Sarah, there's talk of an extension that will help the housing market.
Julia, housing experts are saying they don't think it's going to make a difference, that it's just going to be kicking the can down the road, if you will. When the moratorium is lifted, they're predicting a large amount of evictions, which will make it harder for those people who have been evicted to not only find properties, but they're also going to be out of a place to be in. But then when it's harder for them to find properties, it's going to be also harder for landlords to find tenants. But there's also a more direct way this is currently impacting landlords.
Most landlords are not protected under the CARES Act. Our mortgages, our commercial loans are not federally backed. So if the rents aren't coming in and landlords can't pay their mortgages, that's going to cause a housing crisis at some point.
If the landlord doesn't have the money to pay for their mortgage, they're going to go into foreclosure.
Now, the last time we saw a wave of foreclosures like this across the country was in 2008 with the economic crisis. The root of this housing crisis that they're predicting is high unemployment. And many of those families, according to a Ball State assistant professor of urban planning that I spoke to, he said many of those people that were impacted by the economic crisis of 2008 haven't recovered. So he doesn't look at this forthcoming housing crisis as an additional crisis, but rather compounding the event from 2008. Julia?
Thank you, Sarah. A tough situation there.